Hello, and thank you for taking the time to review the Silver Low PPO plan. These here are your insurance terms. I encourage you to take a minute to pause the video and read through these. They will help you immensely as you try to understand all the highlights of this particular plan that we'll be reviewing in further detail in just a few moments. These are your prescription drug facts and terminology. I encourage you to pause the video here and read through here so you get a better understanding of how the prescription drug card works for the plans that we offer here at Misericordia. Here we have an outline of the metallic level coverage under the Affordable Care Act. The low PPO is a silver plan, so while it doesn't have the highest level, according to the metallic levels here, it is a valuable plan, and I invite you to take a closer look at this plan review and see if it's right for you. Here we have a deep dive into the Silver Low PPO plan. This plan has in and out of network benefits, and it utilizes the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois National PPO network. With regard to employee only coverage, you can see there that the cost has gone up a little bit since last year. However, with that additional cost, this plan has some richer benefits, and I'm excited to share those with you in just a moment. With employee spouse coverage, just as a reminder, you can only enroll your legal spouse into this plan. We do get audited once a year, and at that time we may have to show proof that we are only allowing eligible people to enroll in this plan. So while you do not need to show a marriage certificate to enroll your spouse in this plan, if your name would get pulled during an audit, we would have to supply that information. Employee children enrollment. So we do allow you to enroll your biological child, your adopted child, a stepchild. We are not, however, able to enroll any foster children or children that you might have temporary guardianship over. Next, we have employee family coverage. That's you, your spouse, and at least one dependent child. You can see the cost for this plan annually for you under employee cost, and then annually for the employer, Misericordia, and what they contribute to this particular plan. This year, in 2020, we have a leap year, so we actually have 27 pay periods instead of the normal 26. So while we experienced a 10% rate increase, the cost does not look as high as it would have been if we would have been stuck with a 26-year pay cycle. So the leap year is really helping us this year, and the costs are much lower. So just want to take a moment there to point out how much Misericordia contributes to this plan for you and your family. Next, we have the deductible. So you'll see the deductible for this plan is still relatively high. $1,500 for individual, $3,000 for family, and then you have your out-of-network deductible over to the right of that. And remember, your in and out-of-network deductibles and out-of-pocket maximums do not commingle. You have to meet those independently. The co-insurance for this particular plan is 80%. That means you pay 20 and the carrier pays 80. You pay 20% of everything until you reach the remaining out-of-pocket limit. So once you've met that out-of-pocket limit, you don't have to worry about paying anymore. Most people, unless they've had a rough year with illnesses, don't ever meet that out-of-pocket limit. So not a big deal. You're only paying 20% of everything anyhow until you reach that. What's new to this plan this year is the copays for doctor's office visits. So you do have the copays for your primary care specialist, primary care physician and your specialist. That's it. $30 for your PCP and $50 for your specialist. That's new to this plan this year, and that, I think, is a welcomed highlight to this plan, because prior to having those copays there, you were responsible for 100% of the visit until you met that high deductible of $1,500. So I hope you find that as exciting as I do. Urgent care visit is $75. So diagnostics, labs, and x-rays, you're going to have to meet your deductible and out-of-pocket maximum. and adult preventative care and well child care is covered at 100% thanks to the Affordable Care Act. Emergency room visits are subject to the deductible and the out-of-pocket limit, and same goes for chiropractic services, and you're limited to just 25 of those visits per year. So if we take a look at the prescription drug card for this plan, you see this plan also has the 30-day supply and 90-day supply, and along with the 3 tiers. Your most affordable option are medications that you can get as generic. For a 30-day supply, you pay $15. For a 90-day supply, you pay $30. And the same applies for the brand formulary and the brand non-formulary preferred medications. If you'd like some further education on what determines a generic and the other 2 tiers I mentioned, I encourage you to take a look at the diagram on the videos, on the board. It will supply you with a QR code and links to learn more about prescription drug coverage. I hope you have found this review helpful. I hope that you have found this review to be informative. If you have deeper questions, I encourage you to reach out to me to have any of those answered for you. You can always call me, or you can send me an email, and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks so much, and take care. Good luck making a choice on a plan.